believe it, there's a boat coming. Oh, there's a boat coming, guys, right behind me. Well, I say right behind me. A few minutes. Now, what's going on? Well, we're leaving this mooring here. This is Atherstone. Atherstone bottom lock is up ahead. These are some semi-residential, I don't know, permanent moorings anyway, on the offside. It's an absolutely beautiful mooring. I've got to say that the views, there was a horsefly, right, I need some repellent. The views are amazing. I'm just going to show you a quick view whilst watching out for the horsefly. Quick view over the fence over there. Look at that. Beautiful. There's CRT owned as well, CRT managed, look. Mooring agreement holders. Right, so there's the first lock up ahead. Boat behind me might get a little bit of help, you never know. If they've got a crew, they might come forward. I'm not seeing anyone at the lock, so no boats coming this way. But what I've noticed again yesterday, there were more boats coming this way, the way I'm going, than the opposite way, by about 3 to 1. And I don't know why that would be. You would think 50-50, but more people seem to be heading south on this canal. Anyway, here's the lock landing, so let's get the old thing, the old windlass in hand. Hello. Good morning, sir. There we go.
Yeah.
Lovely day for it. Hopefully a little bit cooler today.
Hopefully, yeah. Yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, nightmare. I must admit, I stayed put yesterday. Yeah, just too much. So, let's get the front end in. And now, I'm going to lead the boat to the end bollard. I was hoping, I'm only doing 4, so it's not the end of the world. I'm looking behind me, they've got a crew, the boat approaching from behind, so they may be kind enough to send someone forward to help. We shall see. There's 2 boats, that means there's 3 of us all together going through. But I was waiting for a gap and I sort of got one. And then I thought, right, I'll go while there's nobody waiting to go through, no queue, blah blah blah, to go through. And all of a sudden 2 boats sort of magic themselves up into view behind me. There we go. Right. Right. First lock. I'm only doing 4 because there's a good place to stop after about 4 locks. So I'll take advantage of that. Let's open this. I think there's a boat up there. The next lock. Morning. I'm afraid so, yeah.
Don't worry, I'll do it, but you do the boat.
Oh no, I couldn't ask you to do all that work.
I do it all the time.
Are you sure you don't mind?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, tell you the truth, I'm not feeling quite the thing today. So it'll be most welcome.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm just trying to see if there's something like that.
I think there's a gang around
There's
it.
one just coming down. That's
Right.
That's good, isn't it?
I think so. I didn't think whether I should have waited, but they're still at the top, I think. They're still at the top. Oh, thank you so much, honestly. But as I say, I'm not feeling quite the thing. I'm only doing 4 locks, to be honest. I'm not.
Do the next 2 for you, so don't worry about it.
Honestly.
That's all right.
Yeah, it does. It does. Oh, thanks again. Cheers. Oh, you've been roped in as well. Oh, thank you so much. Cheers. Right, so what's happening is, very kindly, the boat behind got 3 or 4 people on, and they're coming to work me through, which I still think has vaguely sexual connotation to it. So I'll get myself. Oh, that's open already. Shit. Bloody hell. That emptied fast. And you. It wasn't completely full, to be fair. Morning. I'll try and not slow you down, mate. Unfortunately, I'm on my own. I'm only doing 4, so. Oh dear, I'm made up, to be honest. Got some help because I'm not feeling quite myself today.
No.
So this is most welcome. A little bit of help, yeah. I think maybe that there's a flu or something going round, you know. I won't get too close.
I know what it's about.
Yeah. What's happened is, is that 3 boats behind? By all those boats suddenly appearing, I've now got loads of help, and I probably won't have to do any work till the final of the 4. There we go. Cheers, all clear. So it's a little bit surgy. That's great, guys, yeah. So we've got all sorts of crew appearing here. There's 3 from the boats behind me. I think there's 1 or 2 from boats in front as well. We couldn't have more help, really. So there's a boat in the next pound. He's waiting for me, isn't he? Oh, sorry guys. I didn't realise that would happen. I thought I'm going really slow. Oh dear. Do I need to come back? I'll back away from the gate a little bit. Thought I was going really slow, but it was quite a bump on the gate. Thank you very much for your help, madam, by the way. I'm sorry about the bump on the gate. I don't quite know what happened there. I think I lost my mind temporarily, what there is left of it. I can't explain that, honestly. I'm really sorry about the bump there. Well, you know. I just thought that'll just be a tiny nudge and all you guys start bouncing up and down like, oh my god, I'm going to kill them all. Fantastic, thank you once again, guys. Honestly, I can't thank you enough. Oh. Right, I've got branches. I'm going to try and dodge the branches and then swing round. Yeah. I need my sun hat. Warm work this morning, madam. Somebody else is manning the lock up ahead, so I need to get myself into a better position to go in straight. No, no, no. Well, I should bow, really. I mean, that was flawless. Normally I'm banging off the sides and I'm all over the place.
Not today.
Yeah, not today. So I'm going to go back against the back wall again. There we go. Oh dear. Oh, do you mind me asking, are you from one of the boats down there?
Yeah, I'm the next one behind you.
Oh, I saw you came across, I said hello.
I just wanted to make sure no one tried to fill it.
Fantastic.
Going up and that one going down, so
Yeah.
I was guarding the back.
Oh, thanks for your help, honestly.
It's alright.
So I'll just rest against that back gate and I'll turn that sideways so that the rudder doesn't touch the gate. There we go. That noise, by the way, the squeaky noise, wasn't me. That was the gates closing themselves, the pressure of the water. Yeah, it's one of those days. Today, to be honest, I'm only doing 4 locks today. Because I fancy sticking around for a few days.
Yeah, it's nice here.
It seems really nice, and so I was thinking, like, there are moorings in town, but they're only 2 days, and I'd like a bit longer. So my cunning plan is, there's some moorings halfway after lock number 4 or whichever was the 4th one. There's a bit of a space with some moorings, or so. I'm thinking it'll be Armco. It's been years since I've been down here, because I'm thinking I can stay there for a few days and then maybe 2 days on the town moorings. Is it busy in the town? Oh shit! Oh my god! Sorry. No, I'm fine. It's the bloody gate. Oh, what a plonker! Don't report me. No, I wanted you to know I don't normally do that. I do this sort of tiny little YouTube channel, just for sort of family, and, you know, some family and friends and things. Well, yeah, it's just I retired a couple of years ago, and a couple of work colleagues and people were saying, oh, you know, where you send me a video, where are you? You know, where's the boat? And then, but you can only send like tiny videos.
Yeah.
So I said I'll put them onto YouTube so you can see them. But yeah, nobody watches. In fact, I think I wasted my time. I don't think even the friends and family guys. I don't think they even bother.
No, they've seen it.
Yeah. I think one video, that's enough now. Bugger off. Yeah.
You know what he's up to now.
Yeah. We're fine. Thanks. No more. Right. Do you need to step across this gate before I do any? Well, what I'll do, I'll just get it ajar. Once we know it's ready, I'll get it ajar, but I won't. I'll not open it. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh my god. Right. It's a heavy one, this one, isn't it? It's a heavy bugger, this one. Right, there we go. Yeah. No, it's okay. Yeah, no. You'll be doing enough work. I'm presuming you're doing all the locks, are you? Yeah.
Will be, yeah.
So they'll be getting their money's worth out of you, I think. I'm only doing. No.
To drive in.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh no, give me the driving job any day. Yes. Hopefully, I won't slow people down. But thank you so much for your help, honestly. Oh dear. I think there's some kind of a flu or something. You know, you don't quite feel 100%.
Yeah.
I wasn't really in the mood for the lock, so I was really glad you turned up. I was like, oh no. Yeah. The last thing you need when you're under the weather is like 11 locks. Do you know, maybe that's what it is, yeah. But either way, it won't last long. But you know, once again, anyway, thanks so much for your help. I really appreciate it. Cheers, and have a nice day. Don't work too hard. You tell them to sod off. Take care. So there's a guy waiting to come into the lock now. Oh dear. And it might mean the lock ahead is in my favour. So yeah, I'm only doing 4, and I think the reason I'm only doing 4 was I explained to that woman. Why did it take me 3 seconds to think of the word woman? I'll tell you why. It's because I was going to say that young lady. Everyone's a young lady now. Now that I've turned 60, like everyone is a young lady. It's terrific, really, but I feel like a Dickens kind of young lady. Even that sounds wrong, doesn't it? Anyway, but only doing 4 locks. Basically because there's no point doing all 11. I want to linger. If I do all 11 or go right into the town centre, I've only got 2 days, and then I've got a shift, and the moorings on the other side of town are not as good, from what I can tell. Not as numerous and not as pleasant. So my hope and my plan is that after the next 2 locks, well, I know because I checked them out, after the next 2 locks there's a long stretch where I can moor. No idea what it is. I think it'll be overlooked by trees, so I won't get loads of solar, but I'll get enough. And yeah, I'm so close to finishing editing the next video, so I've got to go to the shops this afternoon. I'm out of almost everything, but I've also got to finish that editing. I must get that finished today. I'm so close. It would be criminal not to. So I'm hoping we like a nice early finish with this little short cruise. It's lit. The cruise is like half a mile and 4 locks. It's just to get myself that little bit closer to the town and the shops of Atherstone. So to lengthen my stay in this area, my cunning plan, I'm just looking out for the locks up ahead. To lengthen my stay, my cunning plan is to spend a few days just north of the town. I think it's about half a mile north, I don't know, but north of the town, and then move on into the town and spend a few days there. So stretch out the visit a bit, and if I really need to, I could do a few more days south of the town as well, but it doesn't look quite as nice down the south end. The north end looks much nicer, closer to shops, the whole thing really. I've got to say as well, there's a massive field or fields on the right hand side. It's really rural. But yeah, I could have waited another couple of days, you know, till it cooled down a bit. It's a bit cooler today, it's not too bad. Could have waited longer, but I'm just getting bored down there. There's nobody down there. It's a lovely spot, but there's just nobody there. Oh, I'm not going to see feces. I thought I was going to start seeing this feces. Don't know why I'm going feces. It's feces. I don't know if I'm seeing them again. I'm seeing the brown bubbles. Oh God, don't. Oh no, I think I'm going to start seeing the feces again. Shit. Like there's a boat coming out of the lock. Fantastic. absolute result. Up ahead of me, the third lock of the day, and there's a boat in there, and I don't know what he's doing, but he's facing me, so he's going to come out. I think they're in like pairs, so we had the first two locks. We had the first two, yeah, he's coming out, isn't he? We had the first two locks, they were close together, then there's a bit of a gap. Perhaps, is it half a mile? No, it's not, is it? Well, anyway, a bit less than that. And now we've got two more locks close together. And then I can think about mooring. So hopefully all these crews behind me will catch up before I have to do too much work. There we go. Nice one, cheers. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Result. Is that a boat? I think I can see a boat up ahead. Anyway, another flawless lock entry. Check this out. There was a slight nudge there, but I don't think that counts. For some reason I'll think of, I could have led the boat up. No, that's too late. I've just realised there were steps up the side here. I could have grabbed the rope and led the boat. Never mind. Instead of which it's ladder time. Right. But there's a massive leak. Gonna have to get on the roof as well. Right. I'm gonna try. Well, I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna get up that ladder. But I need to make sure the boat's not gonna drift out of the lock. So I've got to climb up there. I'm just going to give it a little bit of forward just to counteract, because it was starting to drift out. My little trucker step. Might as well put the gloves on now. There's the bollards up there, so I want the black rope. Do you know, I'm going to be on the roof. I'm not going to be handling the dirty part of the ladder. I don't need the bloody gloves. Oh, sorry. But it's a fairly shallow lock, so it's a fairly shallow lock, so I don't need to. It doesn't look that shallow anyway. Whatever. Right. Now, what just happened as I jumped across there? That windlass that's tucked through my belt caught on that metal bar and dragged me back. It didn't drag me back enough that I lost my footing, but there was a fraction of a second of uncertainty as I stepped across that gap, and many boaters never do that. Many boaters won't do what I do there, jump across, and quite sensibly as well. I don't think it's the smartest idea. But as a solo boater, it does make life sort of quicker and easier if you can speed things up. Shortcuts. Cutting corners is another word. Right, so I'm going to open this a bit and see how the boat reacts. I think the boat will try to go backwards, yeah. So I'm gonna stand on the rope. There we go. Stand on the rope. The movement's not too violent. I might as well let the bollard take the strain. There we go, see? So hopefully in there's enough slack, and now the boat's moving forwards a little bit into the sill. Right, That's okay, so I'll put the rest of this paddle up. There we go. Wasn't much more to go, to be fair. Right. Second one. There we go. I might as well leave the windlass in there. And now all I've got to do is just keep an eye on the boat, surging forwards a bit down there, but not too bad. Every time it does, every time it surges forward, look at that, the leak, the force of the leak pushes it back a little way. Right, hang on. So, right, boat's nearly reached the top. I'm just going to go and open the gates. The rope's in the water. Shit. Didn't really want that, because I don't think the water around here is looking that great. You hear those tales of swimmers in the sea getting terrible subcutaneous skin infections and having all sorts of stomach problems after swimming in the sea, and I think you've got to, there's clearly some sewage discharge happening in this canal from what I saw. That was definitely feces the other day. So I used to bang on about it forever, but it was. So I feel like you don't want to take a chance. Not fast locks to fill these. That's immediately obvious. So the way to do this is to get this gate ajar and then worry about the paddles, I think. Oh, it's open. It didn't look like it was ready. There we go. So I'm just going to leave the gate there, leave it ajar, but I can come back and lower this paddle. Where's the thing? There we go. There we go. What I should do is I should go and get that next lock ready before I leave this one. So let me get the gate open. Let me get the gate open, but leave the boat in there. Oh, yeah. There's just no point me driving 100 yards and tying the boat up again. I might as well go and get the lock ready and drive straight in from where I am. I don't even know if there is a lock landing. Is this a boat? So what I'm going to do is just turn the engine off. No point wasting energy, wasting fuel and engine hours. Yeah, there's a boat right behind me. So what's going to happen is they'll want to empty the lock and get me out of it. I'll have to empty the lock so they can get through. I've done this wrong. They will want to come through the lock, and they can be doing that whilst I'm up at the next one. So I didn't think that through. If you're on your own in the winter, there's nobody about, you could do that and you wouldn't cause a problem. But in this, you know, with a steady stream of boats in high summer, yeah, get out of the lock, let somebody else get through it, because that's what takes the time. They can at least start getting themselves through, emptying the lock, doing what they need to do, all that, while I'm fiddling about with it. So they'll come and help me anyway. The way this works is, if you've got a really nice, friendly, helpful crew, they'll follow me up to that next lock, and starts helping me. Right, a little bit of reverse. Yeah, I feel like the water's got that unpleasant, slightly oily sheen that it had near Polesworth when I saw all the feces in the water. This'll do. Are you sure? Oh, nice one, thank you. I could get closer to it, but I was thinking I could come and give you a hand with it.
Don't need it,
Are you sure? Oh, honestly, you're an absolute gentleman.
Last week.
Oh my God!
And I was Kingsford in a day.
I lay awake at night having nightmares about Hatton.
I couldn't believe that. I think I will after that.
Right, I shall nose forward slowly. I might as well go forward. I was going to help the lady back there, but I think she'll be getting more help now, and it'll be quicker for us all if I get my boat out of their way. Right, now the guy, is this the last lock? That was number 3. This is my last lock, number 4. So this will end our short cruise. Oh, there is a lock landing here. It's a small one, but it is there. I might as well just nose up to the gate, because I suspect the lock will be just about empty by now. One gate open. I think these are the sensible guys, and they're not going to be stepping over gates. They're going to be walking round, and to be honest, I don't blame them. You can think you're as safe as houses with this. You can think you've got it. Bywash has got me. The bywash got me. I'm going to have to manoeuvre around. The bywash got me. Yeah, I think I'll get in. Cheers. It might not be very pretty though. It's just not responding. There we go. It's coming around now. I feel like that was the water level's down here. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop after this one. I feel like I should. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. This seems like a nice spot. Yeah, and I feel like I'm going to have to withdraw from the locks for medical reasons. Yeah, no problem at all. You go for it, young man. Oh, blimey. Oh yeah, there's loads of space past him, I can see now. Oh, that's great, yeah. Oh, well, look, a memorial.
Don't tell me a kid jumped in and got sucked under.
No, it's a memorial for, looks like a middle-aged lady. It's 2019. Possibly not an accident here, but just where she liked. You see that a lot, don't you? Yeah. A grim reminder for all of us, unfortunately. Oh dear. Right, I think we might be. Are we? Yeah. Fantastic. Beautiful. Ah. You are angels in human form. No, honestly, it's a when you're doing these bloody things solo, a flight of 11 locks is like, oh god.
These are not too bad, but the big ones on the
Oh, the double locks, yeah.
I mean, I know you only use one gate, but the gates are so much heavier.
I've done a couple of them in my time, but yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm going to go and pull up, and I've got to say once again, thanks so much for your help, honestly. I really appreciate it. I am feeling a bit more perky now that I've sort of loosened up, so that's okay. But and you too, have a nice afternoon, don't work too hard. You take care of yourself, bye for now. Right, this is great, guys. There is, up ahead, there is a stretch, the stretch I was looking for. After that bridge, there's a bridge there, and then there's a line of moorings before the lock. So that's where I'm going to stop. It looks pretty rural, to be honest, and it looks a bit out of the way, to the point where I would normally be a tad nervous, because we are like in the middle of nowhere. And look at that. I don't know what's on the right hand side. There's a high hedge, but I would feel very confident it's going to be more fields. So there's nothing here, but Atherstone is at the edge of Atherstone is only half a mile away, so it's much easier to ride. It's a nice long stretch anyway. Looks like we're overlooked by high trees on the left, so we'll get a little bit of shade. So decent spec, as long as there's a boat, as long as that boat stays there, I'll feel pretty safe. I mean, I'll feel safe anyway. I've got to stop this harping on about, you know, crazy murderers and all this. It's just it's ridiculous. No, do you know what? Me saying ridiculous and laughing, that's exactly what happens to me in horror films. They say, don't be ridiculous, Doctor. We're completely safe if we go down this abandoned old, you know, cellar. So I don't want to be like that. I don't want to, but I am a bit, even I know I'm being ridiculous. If I go further on, closer to the lock, what I've got there are trees sticking out into the canal, and that will narrow the passage for boats, and I'm risking having an incident. There we go. Right, I've got to pick a good spot here, somewhere with shade but with not too many insects. Right, let's have a look. What have we got? What have we got? I feel like if I go further on, I'm going to go further on, because it's all overgrown here where I am. The bushes are all growing out, and I'll have to get busy with the shears. So maybe if I go a bit more forward, I won't have that. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to use the engine instead of me to do that. All I'm looking for is some Armco, but with less overgrown grass. So up ahead, I've done four of the 11 locks, which isn't a great deal. So let's be honest about it. But it's not nothing. I'd like protection from the sun for at least part of the day, for the morning, which will be provided by trees on the left. But up closer to the lock is where I'm now thinking might be okay. It's opposite a big brick wall though, isn't it? Do you know, the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm thinking this is as good as anywhere. This is as good as anywhere here.